My name is Bryan Lester. I'm the Vice President of Marketing and General Manager for Andy's Sprinkler Drainage and Lighting. At Andy's, our relationship with our customers is obviously number one. We try to work very hard to establish and maintain the trust that we have with our customers. I expect and want that from the vendors and company and people that I work with as well. Through my experience over the years, that doesn't always come to fruition when working with certain companies. Sometimes it can be things like not having access to passwords, having some confusing billing, just things that don't necessarily make sense. I have never personally experienced one time in my relationship with Everyday Media Group where that was not the case. Their trustworthiness and their transparency have been tremendous. It's very clear billing. We're not nickel and dime. They're not throwing anything in there that we didn't expect. We have all the access to all the information that we need should anything arise. And most importantly, they really do feel like a part of our team. I prefer to work with people where it's almost like they're sitting in an office behind me. And with Everyday Media Group, it literally feels that way. Just from the responsiveness and communication, phone calls, emails, but then also just asking those questions back. I don't necessarily have to be the one to say, hey guys, let's take a look at something. They reach out to me and say, hey, why don't we think about this? Maybe you want to work with that, maybe you don't, but we feel like it could benefit your business. Everyday Media Group helps us with a number of our core services for not only our web presence, but also our online advertising. It starts with our website, which is obviously the most important. Maintaining our website, maintaining the domain, making sure that our site not only remains secure, but also compliant with all changes that Google might present. But when it comes to SEO and organic optimization, that's a lot of work. And so Everyday Media Group and their team have done a tremendous job, not only with helping to keep the dynamic content of the site going, where really what that means for us is they help us with our blog articles, the different tools that they have in place, where we've integrated some other pieces of our marketing efforts to help keep that site up in the rankings has been tremendous. And we've actually gone through, I think this is our third iteration of our website. And so to do that, while we're also changing the website, but keeping that ranking as high as it has been fantastic. They also help us with our Google Ads. We've got a number of ads running for various service verticals within each of our divisions. They help us manage those spends, manage how we put in the keywords, the keyword phrases, and also monitoring. That's a really big one. Google Ads changes constantly. It's an animal that I stopped trying to hunt a long time ago. So it's great having Carrie, Everyday Media Group, and their team working on that because it enables us to ask those questions, to ask about the data, to ask them, hey, what's working, what isn't, where can we shift, where can we make some changes? They also help us with our review generation, which for home service companies, that's a big one. Maintaining positive reviews, helping our employees, how they manage and present themselves for review purposes, and how all that integrates is really the key because we can have a number of those pieces moving independently, but it's when they're working in tandem is where we really succeed. Everyday Media Group has been able to take us from where we were 10 years ago to where we are today. And along those lines, no matter how large we grew, their capabilities were able to grow with us. And that's a really big thing. We didn't have to look for another company to represent us. It wasn't something where Everyday Media Group's capabilities didn't quite fit what we needed. They've been able to handle it the whole way through. For us, it's very important to us that our customers have a very seamless and simple approach on how can they find us. Are they finding the information that they want to know? Is our content relevant? Is it up to date? Those are things that Everyday Media Group helps make sure that we maintain and keep moving forward so that we don't get too far behind and we don't lose that traction that we've worked so hard to gain with our customers.